Hi, my name's Dalveen and I'm a first year at Jesus College and I study Spanish and linguistics. In the first year you study a range of texts, which is what I love because you can find areas that you're interested in and it exposes you to things that maybe you didn't know existed, medieval ballads and the more modern texts. At the moment my favourite is the modern paper because it ranges between Spain and Latin America. It's really interesting to see the history of other cultures as well. When I first arrived to Oxford, I was really nervous because I didn't know anyone and I've never met anyone who has gone to Oxford before, so I was kind of the first in my family of anyone I've known. So it was quite scary, but with the freshers events and the there's older years who will look after you and they'll help you with directions, and they also organise events outside of my degree and aside from working. I normally set out the evening so that I can do more social activities, and at Oxford there's so many society clubs that there's always an event going on, there's always speakers visiting or socials, and then obviously there's a lot of club nights and things which are really fun to go to. I normally set aside my evening so that I have a balance of working and I have time where I'm in the library and I know that I'm doing work, and then I have something to look forward to in the evenings.
My name's Alex and I'm a second year undergraduate in French and History at Magdalen College, University of Oxford. I really like the flexibility that comes with a joint honours degree, and when I was choosing my finals papers I chose to focus on the early modern period of history, so picked French literature papers to complement that choice. The period of literature papers offer French students the opportunity to explore a wide range of texts and authors, either building on ones already studied during the first year, as I did with Racine and Montaigne, or discovering new content not included in the prelims course. For example, this year I've had tutorials on Pascal and Descartes, both of whom were completely new to me. This term I'm starting a special authors paper on the Enlightenment philosopher and writer Voltaire, which is a more focused and in-depth study than the period paper. I'll be doing the same in fourth year with the playwright Molière. On an average week in Oxford, I'll have 2 to 3 hours of tutorials or tutes, either in literature, history or translation, and probably the same for lectures, including both history and French. We work on translation from English into French and vice versa, and have weekly sessions with a native French speaker to improve our oral skills and our grammar. The rest of the week is mine to organise as I like, and I usually spend it preparing essays and translations for tutes or doing extracurricular activities. Outside my course, I'm on the committee for my college's History Society and also work with 2 Oxford-based charities, Fellow and Jacari, teaching English to non-native workers and school children. I aim to continue teaching during my year abroad next year, during which time I will complete a placement as a language assistant in southern France and follow that with some volunteering in French-speaking sub-Saharan Africa. The opportunities for the year abroad are massively varied, however, and I've had friends doing internships at fashion labels and terms at the Sorbonne University in Paris, so it's not just teaching. It's not hard to find ways to fill your free time in Oxford, whether it's playing college or university level sport, exploring all the great museums around the city, or socialising in your college's bar or JCR. I find the Covered Market and Gloucester Green are great places to grab some street food while you catch up with your friends in between lectures, and I'd highly recommend checking out both if you're able to make it down for an open day soon.
Hi, my name's Charlotte. I'm a fourth year at Worcester College and I study history and French. I am in my third and final term at Oxford, so I'm busy revising for my finals. To tell you a bit about how my year was broken up, my first term I did a history module alongside my French translation classes. Then in my second term I did my bridge essay, which is essentially a project that all joint schools do where you bridge together your 2 disciplines. So for me it was history and French. And I chose to study the French film industry during the occupation period, and I had a lot of freedom over what I did. I chose this topic because in my second year I did translation classes on French film, which I really, really enjoyed, and I knew that's what I wanted to study for this essay. To tell you a little bit about the way the course is broken up, you tend to always have translation classes in every term, but then you can have different modules. So for instance, this year I had a purely history module in my first term. Sometimes I have history and French modules together. And for my year abroad, which is in your third year, I chose to spend it in France for 6 months. And then I also went to Italy because I've been doing Italian at the Language Centre.